Well, the results of this week's Patreon poll are in, and between Sex Trek and Sex Trek, the winner is fucking Windy City? How in the hell did that happen? Just kidding, there was no Patreon poll. I'm talking about Sex Trek. Which, by the way, isn't even the full title of the movie. This 1990 porno spoof is actually called Sex Trek: The Next Penetration. And given that it spoofs the original series, I can see why the title references the next generation. This movie isn't a follow-up or a spin-off to anything. What in the hell is the next penetration referring to when I don't even know what the first penetration was? If this is a spoof of the original series, then it should have just been called Sex Trek. And there should be a special edition which uses CGI to make their penises blink. Look at these effects. You can see the hand moving the ship. The ship, which clearly is a back massager. Okay, so it's a futuristic porno movie in space. How long until a planet Uranus or a 69 joke happens?
Captain's log, starting 6969.9. Our current course has taken us to the planet Uranus in search of intelligent life.
5 seconds! It took 5 seconds to reference Uranus or Uranus. And I'm sure that's the only ass joke in the movie.
However, there's a very, very high methane gas content.
It's Uranus, so that must mean the planet farts a lot.
Meaning we got one smelly fucking planet down there, Jack. I'm talking about smelly with a capital P-U.
I get it. The planet's an ass. Can we move on to, I don't know, the characters' names?
Standard orbit around Uranus, Captain.
Hold your distance, Mr. Screw You.
Mr. Screw You? You mean like Mr. Sulu? I should have known, seeing how this actor is clearly Japanese. So what's Mr. Spock's name? Is it Mr. Cock? It's gotta be Mr. Cock. Why the hell wouldn't it be Mr. Cock?
Causes. Gaseous clouds, Mr. Sperm.
Beans, Captain.
Because it's Mr. Sperm. Since the word sperm obviously rhymes with Spock, you just take the first 2 letters of each word. That's how rhymes work. Never mind my porno spoof, the Enema Knob. It's now gonna be called the Citrus Snort. The captain is Jim Quirk, Uhura is Uhura, and McCoy is McJoy. Boy, I sure hope in this episode we get an appearance from Charlie XXX. Oh, god damn it, that's an actual movie. Not that it matters, we're just gonna get more ass jokes.
We're going to penetrate Uranus.
Say what?
The planet, Lieutenant.
They've been talking about the planet for several minutes. Why do you suddenly think they're now referring to your asshole? Unless it's because this movie is from Scotty Fox, the director of a movie that's literally called Anal Planet. At least the movie gets it right that McCoy always looked like a NASCAR dad.
Damn it, Hillman, I'm a doctor, not a calendar.
You are neither of those things, and to be perfectly honest, you're probably more qualified to open a calendar than someone's chest. What kind of Star Trek universe is this where McCoy has the first sex scene and not Kirk? The crew is heading down to Uranus, which I guess has modeled its entire civilization off of Margaritaville. Oh, and about that Captain Kirk impression.
Don't make me remind you of the mission of our vessel.
Oh, please don't.
In the name of progress, to build factories, ruin other planets besides our own.
Nice job playing David Hasselhoff. Still better than the Uhura impression.
Uh-huh. In other words, you took a motherfucking guess. Last time you did this shit, my ass came out wider than Michael Jackson.
Wow, I expect more racial sensitivity from the director of Hill Street Blacks 2. Quirk, by the way, is played by actor Randy Spears, who porn fans might know from porn, and who other fans might know as Mind Quad. At least it actually gets to the true intent of the 5-year mission.
That we come to exploit the people, rape, pillage, to exfoliate all the woods
I've been saying for years that Star Trek should have been called Rape Trek. Wait, no I haven't! The hell is this? Rape Squad in space? Who the hell wants that? A dark crevice. I didn't expect that out of Uranus.
You have reached the planet of Uranus. No one is in now to take your call. Please leave a message at the tone.
An answering machine would not be able to properly function on the planet Uranus. A little research would be nice. Captain Quirk gives them a reason for their visit.
This is Captain Quirk of the Starship Plunderer. We come in peace. Looking for a piece of action.
Ooh, a piece of the action. We're on our way to Eden's Clit, looking for a vagina on the edge of forever. Oh, sorry, we're thinking with Spock's dick and not Spock's brain. Quirk teleports to another part of the set since it'd be awkward for the whole Enterprise crew to watch him have sex.
Hubba hubba. Ding dong.
Oh, you were standing to my left this entire time. Guess he can't fuck a disembodied voice. I wonder what's to his right.
This is the book of all things to come. It's the shooting schedule for this episode.
Final draft.
I can believe a visit to the surface of Uranus more than I can believe this script had more than one draft. This was a real landmark, though. It was the first time someone kissed a porn star on national television. After the sex, Quirk beams back. He smells of Jack Daniels in regret. Probably because of the movie's stupid jokes.
Did you figure out where we are, Captain?
Must be Uranus.
You've been on this planet for 40 minutes. How have you not gotten all the ass jokes out of your system? Now they want to send Seaman Bob to go investigate.
Are you disobeying a direct order, Seaman?
No, sir. It just seems that every time you take a nondescript crew member down on a landing party, he doesn't return.
Luckily your shirt is orange. You'll be fine. Oh, never mind. He instantly dies from bad script. Or he took a cyanide pill to spare him from Uhura's insufferable dialogue and questionable line delivery.
Bob's death is a fine indication what I'll be biting the big weenie pretty soon. And needlessly to say, none of us want that shit to go down. So we all imagine the dude's still alive.
Why even go for a second take when the first one was complete perfection? Here's one dynamic they get right. Spock and McCoy fighting.
Dr. McJoy, you medical malpractice black hole, you. You're quite close to being nerve pinched to within 122 meters of your life.
These two have the best sexual chemistry in the movie, since I'm sure the Vulcan nerve pinch is just a hand job. Unfortunately, they can't teleport back up until they locate the planetary receiver. Receiver? So now they're literally looking for an ass? Well, the movie did warn me it was about asshole people.
Rumor has it that the inhabitants of the planet are asshole people.
So that's the planet that keeps leaving comments on the Midnight Screenings Ghostbusters video. Is one of these the receiver?
Then please me you shall.
Well, I guess you don't have to answer me right now, since clearly you have some receiving of your own to do. A planet made entirely of bedrooms? Slow the hell down, porno spoof. Let me at least get to know the characters better.
She may look inviting, but she's an asshole person.
How can you be so sure, Captain?
Because he fucked her in the ass! And I'm starting to notice the true intent of this planet to fuck the audio completely out of sync.
And if you indeed are the leader of your people, we are prepared to offer 10%.
Unlike your political leaders, I am immune to corruption.
Bastards! Now I won't know if the weird sound in the sex scene was a fart or a queef. Wait, who the fuck is this guy?
It's my old nemesis, Court Rat.
I fucking predicted that it wasn't furry John Harrison. It was Khan the entire time! The bedroom starts to look rather familiar to the characters, almost like it's an illusion.
At least the accommodations are tolerable. You know, this room reminds me of the place that I first did it.
The room reminds you of being under the bleachers in the school gymnasium? What a man trap. Speaking of man trap, the crew becomes distracted by sex scene.
Something must be going on. The women are acting very odd. Ladies, please, we have no time for this now.
Yeah, it's called gay for pay. It's a very common porno thing. But they soon figure out that to gain the receiver is to participate in a Comic-Con orgy. Captain Quirk is being held down by his massive blue balls, and if you think that getting them off this planet requires 1 second of flipping a switch and 20 minutes of a sex scene, you'd be correct.
Guess that just leaves me and a planet full of beautiful babes.
Yeah, but you know the old saying, show me a beautiful planet and I'll show you a man who's tired of having sex with Uranus. Or are they beautiful babes?
I think it's time we end this illusion and show him what he's really getting himself into.
Wow. Oh, wow, you look as bad as a Ding-On woman.
Worst Twilight Zone twist ever. And for a porno, this movie sure is shallow. And why the hell could they not afford makeup to make them look ugly? Okay guys, you've only got a few minutes left. Got any other ass or shit jokes?
The sperm, I understand that. Correct. Flew out of Uranus at hyperspeed.
Well, I do tend to get the runs when I visited a new planet, of course.
This completely goes against the show's continuity. Spock was properly housebroken well before the pilot. Ooh, what's that? What's that? You got another shit joke?
I gotta admit, this place stunk. But the women were beautiful.
Ooh, someone just ate for the first time at a show-me's. Thanks for completing your 5-year mission of making me groan.
Yes, I wouldn't mind visiting myself in, say, another 7.5 years.
Mr. Sperm can only have sex every 7.5 years. That doesn't make any sense in this universe because there was a sequel to this not even a year later. I expect better Star Trek continuity given that this is from the writer of Star Trek Continues. The writer is Mark Cushman, who used the pseudonym Cash Markman. You'd think he could just pawn the screenwriting duties off to someone else, considering he wrote a movie that's called Ghost Rider. But if he left his pseudonym on Malcolm XXX, why not keep it on Sex Trek? I guess if I want to see further adventures of the crew, I'll have to go see Star Trek Beyond. Or wait, no, not that. I mean the movie sequel, Sex Trek 2, The Search for Sperm. Makes sense, using the second film to spoof the subtitle of the third film. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Indiegogo campaign for an upcoming religious movie spoof to pimp.
Welcome back, boys and girls. It's your beloved Santa Christ. That's right. I'm not dead. Anyways, I was resurrected by money-hungry movie producers to co-star in my very own film. Jesus, bro! It's the powerful story of what happens when a popular internet atheist has a near-death experience and must change his wicked ways.
As the devil himself, people will assume that I'm one of the producers of Jesus Bro. And also, as an internet troll, I have to ask, why are you crowdfunding this movie instead of funding the project yourself? You're Jesus and Santa Claus.
I mean, look at these green screen effects. You can see right through us. Look like Wonder Woman's invisible jet. What makes you think people are going to take our religious spoof movie seriously if they don't even believe in the green screen?
Hey guys, what's going on? Can I be in the movie too?
Well, look who decided to show up. You couldn't just let us have it, could you? You had to do this on camera. You had to make it awkward.
What are you talking about?
How can we say no to you now? You're doing this in front of an audience.
Yeah.
Can't you just edit this out? We need budgeting for that too! Well, if you let me be in your movie, I'll make sure this doesn't happen again.
Oh, welcome aboard.
Thanks.
From Ryan Brad, there's like an E at the end of this. I don't know how to read it. You know what? Okay, from the director of the Cinema Snob movie, and Brad Jones, whose name is easier to spell, the writer of Hooker with the Heart of Gold. Movies are sinful, boys and girls.
In the tradition of God's Not Dead, Old Fashioned, War Room, and Airplane 2 the sequel, Jesus Bro will make sure you're never allowed in church again.
Sucks for me.
Let's get rich! Oh! Wait a second. What does this guy review? Porn? Oh! Christmas came early for Santa. So do I get any residuals out of this?
And yes, if the budget is met, there will be a Cinema Snob episode on this movie. The fucking thing has got a scene in which a war room is used to make people spontaneously combust. Why does it seem like I would like that?
We have probed your vessel. You are primitive, overly aggressive creatures with a history of violence and premature ejaculation.
Yes, but we're hung like horses.